What don't you like about Ron Weasley?
Ron Weasley is a fucking piece of garbage.
Why?
He's fucking terrible. He's got no confidence, and because of it, he treats people like shit. And then when Harry gets him a fucking date to that stupid dance with, like, the twins...
Oh, yeah.
Because he's too much of a fucking coward to ask anybody. By the time they do, they get to the dance, and then he doesn't even fucking dance with her. No. He's an asshole. And then you're supposed to feel sorry for him.
And then he offends Hermione because he was supposed to ask her.
Yeah. And then he treats her like crap the whole night because he has no confidence, and the other fucking dink Quidditch player asked her out. Every fucking character in that movie is like a piece of shit. Except for, like, who's good in that movie? None of the students are good.
No, that one with the plants is pretty...
Like, Neville is all right. Neville's all right. But at the same time, you're just like, he doesn't really have any likable characteristics. The people in the movie who are, like, actively good are Hagrid, and McGonagall.
Right.
And everyone else sucks. Like, Dumbledore sucks. He just keeps apologizing to Harry, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I put you in that predicament, but I'm going to put you in the same predicament again."
You've only seen 4, though. You got to see
it all the way through. I don't think the whole game's going to change in the next 4.
A lot of it does change, actually.
Fucking dinks. Fuck you, Ron Weasley, if you're watching. I bet. We can't do it without love. This is Metalheads! Bitch!
Hopsin, Ill Mind of Hopsin 7.
Heard a couple of you fucking Dinkosaurus Rexes requesting this.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
It's so funny. It's really interesting when like we'll get a bunch of requests for something and we'll go like, oh, we'll see this random name pop up a lot.
Yeah.
And then we'll finally check it out, and it'll have 50 million or something views.
Does this have a lot of views?
Yeah, it's got 50 something million views, and that like really shows you like when a lot of you people are like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing about hip-hop. Yeah! That's the point.
Right.
We don't know anything about it. So we created a channel where you tell us about it, and we react to it.
Yeah, it's true. I think mostly, like, we know, like, older hip-hop.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the new scene is, like, totally foreign for us.
I don't know if this is new or if it's, you know,
it seems
if
probably...
it's 10 years or if it's 2 years.
Oh, is it older? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, but we don't know this dude, so. Here we go. Get the lyrics up here.
I do love seeing heat rise like that. I hate it when it's excessively hot, but that does...
Yeah.
It's neat when you see it. I feel as though he might have an easier time walking through the desert if he pulled his pants up. He'd have an increased range of motion.
Probably.
Something to consider.
Anybody I might alarm. Life is a tour, I sit and ride along, taking some notes and then I write the songs. I'm staring down the road, my life is gone. Is this where I belong? Is it wrong to not believe in right and wrong? My mental state is fucking me up, and I cried upon while asking you for some answers, but we don't have that type of bond. Now my desire's gone, with the way that I've been living lately. If I died right now, you turn the fire on. Sick of this bullshit, niggas call me a sellout, cause I hopped to Christianity so strongly then I fell out. Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down, feeling so damn...
I really like his vocal approach so far.
Mm-hmm.
He's very clear. He's very enunciating. Yeah,
nice.
He's enunciating well. I do like
nice
that.
Delivery, yeah.
Sick of this bullshit. word that you people say I can't say, even if it's just in the lyrics, and I'm not racist at all. Call me a sellout, because I hopped to Christianity so strongly, then I fell out. Now I'm avoiding questions like a scared dog with his tail down. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
It would, so if I'm taking it,
I like
verbatim, it would lead me to believe that he jumped on a Christian bandwagon and then had a change of heart with it.
Yeah, it's pretty personal. Like, it's a nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's getting pretty.
As someone who was
if that's true.
raised along that
too.
religion, and then had my own personal reasons for realizing that it was complete bullshit and walking away from it, I can relate to that. And I typically cannot relate to any hip-hop or even heavy. I typically can't relate to any of the music I listen to, because that's not really why I listen to music.
Well, it's refreshing that he's exposing himself like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Being vulnerable in a
yeah,
sense.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's refreshing,
Well,
I think.
keep it going.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm humiliated cause they looking at me like I'm hellbound. What story should I tell now? I'll just expose the truth. I'm so close to the fucking edge, I should be close to you. But who the fuck are you? You never show the proof. And I'm only fucking human, yo, what am I supposed to do? There's way too many different religions with vivid descriptions, begging all fucking men and women to listen. I can't even beat my dick without getting convicted. These ain't wicked decisions, I got different intentions. I've been itching to get it, I've been giving assistance, but the whole fucking system is twisted. Now I'm dealing with this backlash because Marcus isn't a Christian. And I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction, but I can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand beside it. I need an answer, humans can't provide it. I look at the earth.
Want to stop it?
Is he talking about Marcus Aurelius? Or is there a person that I'm not aware of named Marcus? I read Meditations and thought it was brilliant.
Anyway.
I've been told that my sinful life is an addiction, but I can't buy it. It's just too hard to stand beside it. Yeah, that's fucking
What is he
right.
talking about addiction-wise, I wonder? Well,
I think that
like
the people that he joined alongside of are telling him that the way
the
ways he's living in his life are in accordance with being sinful, and that he's saying, no, I'm not sinning. I'm just living my life the way I feel the need to.
Maybe they were hardcore, like,
and that
born again.
He refuses to.
It's kind of cool
to go along with the idea that it is. That he's living sinfully.
Son, and I can tell a genius man designed it. It's truly mind-blowing, I can't deny it. Is heaven real? Is it fake? Is it really how I fantasize it? Where's the Holy Ghost at? How long does it take a man to find it? My mind's a non-stop tape playing and I can't rewind it.
Yeah. Talking about like faith and like...
do you know the song Holy Ghost by the Barcades?
No, I don't.
We don't need it, but here's a palate cleanser.
Your love is around this Holy Ghost, shaking all in my bones, and I've never felt such a feeling in all the days I've been born.
But here we are.
You gave me the Bible and expect me not to analyze it? I'm frustrated and you provoked it. I'm not reading that motherfucking book because a human wrote it. I have a fucking brain, you should know it. You gave it to me to think, to avoid every useless moment. It was a mission that I had to abort, cause humans be lying with such an inaccurate source. It's gonna be hard to put me back on the course. Next Jehovah's Witness to come on my porch, I swear I'm slamming the door. A lot of folks believe it though, but I'm not surprised. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking that Bach's alive. I ain't trying to take your legacy and torture down. I'm just saying, I ain't heard shit from the horse's mouth. Just sheep always telling stories of older guys who were notarized like you when you finally vocalized. Now I'm supposed to bow my head and close my eyes and somehow let the Holy Ghost arise? Sounds like a fucking poltergeist. Show yourself and the boom is done. Every rumor's gone, I no longer doubt the shit. You're the one. I'll admit that my sinful ways were stupid fun, and all my old habits can hop on top of a roof to plunge. I donate to a charity that could use the funds. Fuck the club instead of bitches, I'd hang with a group of nuns. And everyone I ran into would know what I came to do. I wouldn't take a step unless it was in the name of you. I hate the fact that I have to believe you haven't been chatting with me like you did Adam and Eve. And I ain't seen no fucking talking snake unravel from trees with an apple to eat. That shit never happens to me. I don't know if you do or don't exist. It's driving me crazy, send your condolences. This is me reaching to you, so don't forget, if hell is truly a pit of fire and I get thrown in it, I'ma probably regret the fact that I ever wrote this shit. My gut feeling says it's all fake. I hate to say it, but fuck it, shit, I done lost faith. This isn't a small phase, my perspective's all changed. My thoughts just keep picking shit apart all day. And in my mind, I make perfect sense. If you aren't real, then all my prayers aren't worth a cent. That will mean that I can just make up what my purpose is. And I can sit in church and just say fuck in the services. Man, what if Jesus was a facade? Then that would mean the government's God. I feel like they've been brainwashing us with a lot, so much that we don't even notice that we're stuck in the box. Man, everything is what if. Why is it always what if? Planet Earth, what if? The universe, what if? My sacrifice, what if? My afterlife, what if? Every fucking thing that deals with you is fucking suspect. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. This is my fucking life and I'm living it. I'm having fun. If you really care for me, prove that I need to live carefully. But I'll be damned if I put my own pleasure aside for an afterlife that isn't even guaranteed. We are you, and you're us. Stop playing games. My life's all I got, and heaven is all in my brain. And when I feel I'm in hell, my ideas are what get me through pain. Do as you please, and I'll just do me. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane. Ill mind. It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power. It's us, mind, power. Live life, mind, power.
That's an epic kind of sound, that chord progression. Like cinematic, right?
Yeah. If you took out the lyrics, it sounds like a soundtrack piece.
Yeah, very cinematic. And I think that fits with what he's talking about. But we'll get into that more.
A grander theme. It's not as accessible. It's not pop-oriented at all.
No, it's pretty
but
heady
neither
stuff.
is the topic at hand. Neither is the song structure.
I really like that, actually.
Here's the funny thing. I didn't.
You didn't like it?
I would never listen to that song again. That being said, it was a good song. It's just not what I'm after in terms of hip-hop.
I like what he was saying, though. I really appreciate
this is
where
probably
he's coming from.
This is probably going to be one of the first times I'll give lyrical content a 9.
It was great.
And it was for a song that I don't actually
That's funny, you don't like it, but you
really
appreciate
like
the content was great. I thought lyrical
content was outstanding. He was being very vulnerable, and he was dealing with
questions that we all deal with.
his emotions in a mature way, which usually in society and even in closed doors, a lot of times people will tell you that behaving vulnerably isn't the most mature thing. The people will tell you it's childish. People will tell you not to be so vulnerable. And but it's big themes, and it's big themes from both ends of the spectrum. Talked about the aspects of that life that he did enjoy and that he felt comforted by and that he did choose to embrace. And then, when the other end of the spectrum, all the things that he felt really disenchanted by. Yeah. And seemingly that he seemingly that he felt very disrespected by the thing that he came to embrace.
Yeah.
And,
well, I think like
and almost that the thing that the religion was the thing that pushed him away from the religion.
I think that like the theology and like how it's dealing with like existential problems like is really interesting in this format. Like
it's so much more substantive.
It was
than any other hip hop track we've heard so far.
Yeah, totally.
Like.
Yeah, I know.
Like I mean, and that's
it was great.
That's
really
the neat thing of when you try to go in and take it for what it actually is, as opposed to just how you feel about it. It's like it can be, each different portion can have merit, and each different song can represent with merit or without in all these different areas.
I think we probably agree though that the beat, for me, I don't know about you, but it didn't come up to the level of what he was delivering, like vocally. I think you said it could have done more, and I agree with you.
Yeah,
there, I think.
I would have done I would have done a lot. I would have done things different production wise. I
Yeah.
would have done different things beat wise.
This is a rare time where like the vocal delivery and the vocals were like really outshone the beat.
Yeah.
I think Immortal Technique was another example
I'm
for
not
us.
so
that was,
sure
like,
if it's a coincidence,
Yeah.
because he clearly wants you to really focus on the message.
Yeah.
I'll be really interested in hearing other songs by him to see if that's just how he does it,
Yeah, maybe interesting.
or if he chose that tactic for this particular song. Because I don't think anything in this was taken by chance.
No. Well, let's get into the rubric because we already
Yeah.
kind of touched on some stuff. But so lyrical flow.
The flow, it's difficult because I really liked his presentation in terms of how articulate with the content, the clarity,
delivery, yeah.
It wasn't verbose, but it was rich. That being said, there wasn't much of a sway to it. Nothing that
Yeah.
got me
Kind of
inside of it, or nothing that really, I mean, obviously he's not trying to create a dance track with this one. So I mean,
I think like but I think also he was like the flow reflected like him just like talking to you sort of.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't trying to be like dramatic, and I mean it was dramatic, but
It
it's
was
like more
clear-
like he's like just talking to
it
you.
was clearly one side of
It's
an
like
argument.
personal.
Yeah,
It's like more like he's delivering it like personally. He's not putting on airs or like
yeah.
or trying to be flashy.
It was
at
an
all.
address. Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and so it felt like in that way that he was like it was like a one-on-one thing.
yeah,
Like I really felt like he was connecting with me, you know.
yeah. Or at
The way
least
he
that was
delivered it.
his objective.
Yeah, and I think it was successful in that way.
yeah.
But like
So-
you said, it probably wasn't like flashy or like.
Yeah, but given
Verbose,
given
yeah.
those things, given what the objective of the song, I'm assuming was,
Yeah.
I have to rate it pretty highly. I'll give it a 7.
Your lyrical flow, like like I said, I mentioned those things. Like it felt connected.
Yeah,
But
it was definitely above average because
way above average.
because of the way that
I'm thinking like
he was
between
able
7
to
and 8.
connect.
but
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an 8 actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because I really like it wasn't super flashy, but it felt like it was connecting with what he was trying to
Yeah.
deliver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
it fit with.
Yeah.
So let's go to lyrical content. Well, we talked about this a little bit, but
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a 9. It was
it's really strong. Yeah?
it couldn't have asked for more content wise.
I agree.
He was open. It was detailed. He's clearly knowledgeable enough, but he wasn't just speaking about his experience with the religion. He referenced, specific biblical themes. But he also approached it with a lot of candor. And
I think I don't know about you, but I was brought up Catholic, and like I struggled with a lot of these same things.
yeah,
I found myself reading the Bible and being like you have these
this
questions.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, we have these questions, and I used to ask.
And
like,
no one answers you.
Yeah, I used to go to catechism class and ask
Yeah.
people, and they'd be like, don't ask that question. Like they like shut you down.
Yeah.
You know?
I
But
was,
like you have all these questions.
I was
and it's
raised as an Episcopal.
Like, oh really?
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not so far and away.
Yeah.
But,
But yeah, so I kind of related to that.
yeah.
I think you did too.
Yeah,
like-
it definitely touched home to some degree.
yeah.
And, but
I give it a 9 too,
It was
actually.
it was detailed, it was thoughtful, it was open, it was honest, it was substantive.
Yeah.
It was good lyrics.
Yeah, what I like about it, and I said this early on, like it was just so honest and exposed and refreshing in that way, and that it was just the message that he was trying to convey really was successfully
Yeah.
conveyed, and I think
He
that's,
got his job done, and he did it in an above average way. He did it very well.
Yeah, I think so, and I think like it was sort of accessible in a way, but like he was dealing with very difficult questions.
It's really easy
You know?
to when you tackle like a topic of some great magnitude.
Yeah.
to let it slip away from you.
Yeah, he kept it like
because
grounded.
Because it's not like religion hasn't been tackled as an idea before.
Right.
I mean, everyone and their mother's written a song about it from a million different angles.
Yeah.
But he did a great job with it.
Yeah, I give it a 9 too, actually. Let's go to the beat, and I think we both thought that was maybe the weakest part of it.
Like, I liked the idea that there was like actual like drum fills and things like that. But that being said, they like
but that felt out of place for me.
They were out of
that breakbeat.
It didn't do it. It didn't add anything to the song really, but it didn't add a percussive element. The way it was put into the mix, it was just like
it was weird.
It didn't like.
It didn't raise the energy.
Yeah, there was no pulse to it.
Yeah,
it seemed like. Like when you don't know how to transition from one segment to the next, well, I got a guitar fill here, and
it made me think it was from the 90s or something, because breakbeats weren't.
And what was it? It's about 5 years old.
2014. So yeah, that felt weird to me. I did like the epic nature of the beat, like that epic sound. Yeah,
but it's very interesting in the way that when people reference hip hop, they reference the beat. Even though,
there's more elements to
there's there's the bass line, but there's also melodic elements that help configure the beat and things like that. And in the background, there was a lot more.
That guitar thing was kind of cool.
Yeah, did you like that? Only showed up situationally.
Yeah,
and it. But by and large, the beat seemed more ambient. I mean, there was like chord changes, but it wasn't like you weren't noticing it. Until
it had a very ambient.
Until really the end when everything else had dissipated.
It fit with the vocal delivery, I think.
It fit with the vocal delivery, but I feel as though there could have been beat changes made that, as opposed to just letting the vocal delivery move the weight of the song, it could have bolstered the vocal delivery.
Yeah.
And helped it been even more impactful.
Yeah, because like you said, that fill didn't do much for it, and I think they could have. I think they could have went further with that ambient sound.
Yeah,
maybe more layering or something.
Yeah, and that will lead us into production.
For the beat, though, what are you thinking?
Let's say 5.
Really that low?
It was average.
I'm gonna give it a 7. Because I think it. I mean, in some ways, I didn't like. I didn't like it on its own, but it kind of worked with the vocals, so that's why I was gonna say 6. But I think the fact that it was working with the vocal elevated it for me. So we'll average that out to 6 then. Okay. Well, let's get to production. Thought it was pretty high.
Oh really? I was gonna give it a little bit of a lower mark.
Well, I think the vocals sounded good, but
the vocals did.
You mean the sound of the beat you weren't into?
The vocals sounded good, but the vocals didn't really sway a lot. He had one kind of.
You mean the tone
kind of cadence and tonality, and then when he wanted to, he just added more pressure to his voice and just kind of yelled a little bit.
Yeah, but is that production or is that like that's more flow maybe?
No, but I'm saying that from a production standpoint, it probably didn't take much to get his voice to sound the way it did.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of that is simply on the way that he displays his vocals.
So you think they could have went further with the production?
Yeah. Especially like
maybe the beat. We're talking about the elements
with the beat and the tone of it, with the sound sources. I just think there could have been more variety, and I think there could have been more attention paid to, like the drum fills coming in, the break beats. They could have done a lot to. I think I said a word to bolster the song, especially when there's points
where understand the place
where he's coming in and he's really. I'm upping my aggression, and I'm yelling to the sky, and
nothing happened.
I have all this intensity, and
you hear it.
And everything else in the background is kind of flat.
Yeah, I agree.
And if I was someone in the back getting paid to say, how's all of this stuff flowing together to make an accessible song, I would have made a couple changes.
By the same token, maybe they don't want to draw away from the focal point of the vocal.
I don't think you could, given the topic and the way he's doing it.
Yeah, he was getting pretty intense. I think he probably could have matched it a little better. That's what you're saying. Yeah. So what do you think, number-wise?
6.
I'm gonna give it a 7. So let's see.
7.5.
So let's tally it up. 7. Hopsin 7 gets a 7.
Oh shit,
Shit, boy.
son.
See, that's the kind of thing that it's cosmic.
You can't play. You can't
Yeah, it's
prepare
cosmic.
that.
No, you can't. So yeah, we like that though. We want to explore more, probably, right?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. You said you didn't like the song, but yet it got a 7 on the.
Yeah.
It shows the power of the
It wasn't
rubric.
a bad song, but I just didn't really.
You
like
probably
it.
wouldn't like.
Yeah, I'm never gonna listen to it again. It's like one of the.
But it's like objectively.
It's like one of those movies
You
that has
appreciate it.
totally legitimately great content
Yeah.
that you never need to see more than once.
Oh, I know.
There's
I know
a
what
ton
you
of
mean.
movies
Yeah,
like
you
that
get out
where
a
you're
movie
like-
like that was a great movie, but I'll never watch it.
Yeah,
again.
I don't need to go buy that. I saw it. I
That's
got
interesting.
it. You know,
That is interesting,
I mean,
and that's entertainment. I think in a lot of ways.
regardless of the music I'm listening to, whether it's death metal, whether it's the new Taylor Swift song, whether it's
Yeah.
and whether it's Philip Glass, there's pop elements. There's well placed hooks. There's things that reel you in. There's things that make it hard for you to disengage.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to actively choose to step away from it. This song doesn't have any of those elements.
Well,
and
I
it's
think
not a knock on the song.
No.
But
The song had a message, and that's it was
they were
received.
trying to achieve something very different than that.
Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Make sure to hit that bell if you haven't. Get those notifications when we do polls, when we do all this dumb shit. Yeah, we got a Patreon if you want your reaction guaranteed. If you're not subscribed, you're a fucking moron.